Today we're going to be talking about outside childhood games as well as places we've been to in real life. He's a talkie sucker. He just unwrapped a talkie sucker. Doesn't it look delicious?
Look at the powder. What the?
Doesn't it look delicious? Is it spicy? No.
This feels weird.
Let's talk about outside childhood games. I think Nicholas was actually just talking about
When I was younger, this time it was my whole family. We'd go on vacation, right? We always go on vacation to a very special place to us, to my family. We have basically, I'm just gonna say unlimited backyard space, except for other people's properties back there. Like they had to go on our property to get to those properties, and we just play hide and seek out, limitless space.
That sounds really fun.
Sometimes the game would last all night, so we would bring tents and supplies, and then we play a little like manhunt type thing in the backyard too. We just hide in bushes, try to like evade people, the seekers.
I played when I was in like first grade. I had a friend named Eric, I think his name was. Are you okay? We would always play Survival, the game called Survival, which is like basically Minecraft in real life. It's like King Jensen, like we talked about at the end of last episode. If you haven't seen it already, you should go watch it. Then we would also play, so there was this girl that I had a little bit of a crush on in like second grade. And me and all my friends went to war with her because she rejected me. Isn't that something? That was the original King Jensen. We went to war. I got all my friends to go on the playground, and she was just like hanging out. And I got all of my friends to go to war with her. I don't even know how it worked, and like I was like the leader. And it was like the playground had a steering wheel, and so it was a boat, and we would have to drive the boat around. Yeah, do it. Take a look at the powder.
I can't taste it.
So, don't let that powder fly off into my eyes.
I'm gonna put it in your marinara.
He always called it sriracha and then mayonnaise. But we went to war with her. Her name was Jasmine. She did karate in front of the class one time. She was like a black belt. I'm not even joking. So then we kept wanting to play King Jensen, but she would never want to, and we would always be like, "Hey, let's go to war. Let's play King Jensen again." She'd be like, "No." Yeah. Like that. She would make that noise.
No!
And then she'd give me one of these. What cow? Oh, let me go back to Survival. Survival was a fun game where we would basically go around, we'd find rocks, we would get sand from sandstone, we found a sandstone rock and just beat it against the ground. Or maybe that was like Flint from Minecraft. Because it was all based on Minecraft because that's all we knew at the time, right? It was Minecraft.
That's all you do. It's not spicy, it's just like feels like I'm being stabbed in the tongue.
Is it like sour? Oh, and then my friend Archer, and my friend Luke, and my friend Andre. That was the friend group, the third grade friend group before I knew him, because it was a different school. So our field was like, we had a huge field. And so we would play hide and seek around the entire field. And one time we snuck, so we were in third grade, and we snuck over to the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade part of the playground. Nicholas is drooling. Are you okay? We snuck over there, and for some reason our logic was that, hey, we're in the 4th, 5th, and 6th grade area. Everybody in 4th, 5th, and 6th grade swears. Therefore, if we're on this side, we're allowed to swear. That is the worst logic you've ever heard, I know. Why would you do that? Why would you dip it in my marinara sauce? I think a pretty common game that I played, I would go out to my friends. There was this big green electrical box out in the field that got to be like 150 degrees in the summer, or when it was warm, so like in the spring and fall and stuff. And so we would take our hands, we'd just go, shh, and we would see how long we could keep it on there. Eventually our hands got numb and stuff. But like we had our hands on this like 120 to 150 degree box for like minutes. Of course I won, because that's how it goes.
How is your snow cone?
There was this road that ran behind our field, and so cars would drive past there. There would only be like 5 cars every minute or so, so like only one every like 12 seconds. So not a crazy amount of cars. And we just go, ah! When the cars drove by to see if they'd flip us off. Sometimes they'd honk, and then sometimes they'd just flip us off. Until my mom was like, hey, you should not do that anymore.
Reminds me of something I did. So we're driving, right? I stick my whole body out the window while we're passing like a random person walking, and I just scream, hi! Even if they're like far away. Like one time we were passing a golf field and I just screamed out and told them, I'm like, hi!
Mess up their shot?
My cousin used to take air horns to golf courses, and when somebody's about to hit, they go, "Grr." I never personally did this.
Sounds like a jolly good time. That sounds like something a person who plays golf would say. Jolly good time.
So one time, speak of the devil. Not sponsored, but they're delicious. There's some flop to that one.
There's some flop.
There's not like bacon bits on it.
Yes. Do you know like bacon bits? Nicholas, ow! Let's talk about vacation spots that we've actually been to. Let's talk about Seattle. You've been to Seattle, Nicholas. Go ahead. Take it away.
So my mom told me we were going to stay there for the night. Ended up not doing that. We just went to the Pike's place and got some fish thrown at us. And then we went to Target, and there was this homeless man who was bleeding profusely in the middle of Target. And then we drove to some Vietnamese restaurant, had this big bowl of pho about like that big. And then we went home. I'm not kidding. And he's like asking people for help. Like, how do you expect random citizens to help you? He's bleeding profusely out of his forehead. Blood all over his face, blood covering his face. And then he's like, can you please help me?
Was it rainy in Seattle?
Not really raining, but it was raining, like sprinkling.
When did you go? How long ago?
Like 2 years ago,
That's fun.
or like 3.
So, what are some fun things you can do in Seattle then? Not bleed profusely.
Go to the first ever Starbucks, which was a really fun. It was just a regular Starbucks.
Help a homeless man.
Go to the Space Needle. No, I didn't, but I saw it. And there was this troll under a bridge from like a movie. And my mom saw it with her friend when she went the previous year. And on the way there, you could stop where they shot the Goonies in Oregon.
Other fun things to do in Seattle. Throw fish at people. Get fish thrown at you. See Nicholas's mom's sister, right? Or who? Friend?
And eat some delicious Vietnamese
We're
food.
not going to come down that fast.
There's like this restaurant, like they give us a bowl of pho, which is a Vietnamese soup. It was huge. It's like that big. It was so good, better than all the other fuzz I tried.
I went to a Korean hot pot place, and they had a big pot of soup. I tried cuttlefish meatballs, fish meatballs.
I went to one of those before, and they had pig's ears there.
They did. They had hog ears there, as well as I almost tried I did try the octopus, which was actually delicious.
I love seafood, and I can make a square with my thumbs because of it.
I don't know why octopus is so good, but it is very good. Okay, what? Stop! What can you do in California, Nicholas? We've both been to California.
I did not go to any fun attractions, but the beach.
You went to the beach. The beach is good. I've been to the beach in California. It was very cold because I went in November. The water was.
Oh yeah, the water.
The water was just freezing, and I almost passed away.
When I went, the water was actually really warm.
And then I had a lightsaber fight on the beach with my brother.
No, it was really cold. I'm thinking about when I went to the next place we are going to talk about. I am, because Jensen's never been there. Oh, the place after the next topic.
That's a big bee. Unless is that a horse head?
Hornet.
It's a hornet? It's humongous. Stop!
Get away!
Don't throw it!
Get away! I barely missed it. Yeah, exactly. Get away from us.
I hope it stings you, Nicholas. So, and then in California, when I was there, I went to Legoland and Disneyland. Legoland was a good time. It's a little bit more oriented towards kids younger than I am, and so I didn't enjoy it as much. The cat from the Lego movie that has a ride, I don't remember what it's called, where you ride on a triple-decker couch.
Double-decker couch.
No, it's a triple-decker couch. And it's a cool ride. It's a big screen, and you fly through space on a triple-decker couch. And, you go through water, and they spray water on your face. And
Okay. Owie!
Are you okay? What happened?
I think I got stung by the hornet.
Really? Actually?
Oh, no.
Where?
I think it was just my leg rubbing against the rough material on the couch of the swing.
Let's talk about a place that we've both been to, Teasdale.
You talk about it since I go there all the time.
I do.
And I've been doing a lot of time.
Well, but you're the one who always goes there. So
I want to hear your experience.
My experience. Well, there's a cemetery right across the street.
Right next to a park.
Right next to a park. It's kind of spooky there, especially at night. But you can see a lot of stars because it's in the middle of nowhere.
And it's more peaceful for me because it's my ancestors. Oh yeah, plus Manny just got here.
Manny is here, finally.
How was that snow cone?
Most of the video.
Ryder wishes to go there.
Wishes to go where?
To go to Teasdale.
It's basically a little redneck town in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, the beer bottle house.
Beer bottle house. Oh my goodness. So there's this lady. She was a raging alcoholic. And she saved her beer bottles.
That's not funny.
And she made a house out of said beer bottles and wood. And that's it. And nails and stuff.
Yeah.
A whole house. And now we go there at nighttime and stuff, and it's creepy.
Is it like a big house?
Kind of. It's actually kind of big.
How did she did she just have them all in a pile, all of the bottles, and she built it? What happened?
I don't know. And the story of the house we stay at. The dude who built it liked it so much, he built one down the street from it, the same dimensions and stuff, and it burnt down. Guess it wasn't made for him.
Talk about one of your Teasdale horror stories, but not like a crazy scary one, because we don't want to.
We were walking around the beer bottle house. We were just walking around the beer bottle house, right? And we were just in a creepy part. We see a tall stone, and we think it's a headstone for one of the lady's dogs that died. because the neighbor did not like the dogs and they poisoned him. And a dog snuck up on us. It was so, like, everybody just started screaming. And there was like a group of like 6 people. Everybody was screaming because of a little dog.
Was it like a Chihuahua?
It wasn't a little.
Dog,
It wasn't a little dog.
Like
It wasn't a little dog. At first, it like barked at us. And Jensen knows I am not a fan of the darkness.
Yeah. Hey, wait. Talk about that time you fell down the cliff. I don't know if that was in Teasdale or nearby.
I fell down the cliff of red sand.
Yep. And your uncle had to help you?
Yeah. My uncles, before one of my uncles died, like he died when my mom was young, and he was in Teasdale, and one time he was walking around in the backyard and he found like an underground city.
Really?
Built by like Native Americans. I think it's like what is it called? A pit house or whatever? I think there's a whole bunch of those around.
Like caves? Or like just like
It's
pits?
a pit house. It's like a pit in the ground and there's a ladder going down. And
We'll put a picture on the screen. A picture
of a pit house. Put it in front of his face. That is an ugly sight right there. I don't know how his girlfriend deals with that.
Wow, that's not very kind. My girlfriend is probably the only person who would disagree with you. And she's probably watching this right now.
Your mom?
No, my mom would disagree too, yeah. But not my dad.
Plus,
Just kidding.
I'm kidding. It's just a joke.
I'm a very handsome man, am I? Let's talk about Mexico.
Mexico.
Nicholas, you've been
Have
there.
you
I have
been
not
there?
been to Mexico.
You untraveled little. I'm kidding. It was so fun. Every day we were there. We were only there for like 4 days. We went to the beach. And if you would ever open your eyes, if like water was above your eye line, it's like you just put a pinch of salt in your eye. My eyes
Really?
burned! I'm telling you, they burned.
Really?
Have you ever been there, Ryder?
Where? To Mexico?
Mexico. Delicious food. Oh my goodness, I couldn't leave. People are nice there. They had alcoholic candy in the kids' candy aisle.
He was just like, oh, I thought he thought
chocolate
this was
with
chocolate.
caramel in the middle, 40% liquor.
He didn't even mean
In
to,
the caramel.
guys. He didn't even mean to. He just took a bite out of the chocolate and
I was
then
like,
read
this
it
is.
after.
I was like, this is really bitter. Next morning,
You're insanely hungover.
I look at it. It says alcohol.
And you're like, what?
They had strawberry Snickers there.
That sounds good.
It was delicious.
We ought to go to Canada for some ketchup chips.
And the all dressed Ruffles.
One time I put ketchup on normal Lay's and it was pretty good.
And then they had like chicharron flavored Lay's. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye, everybody.